Welcome to another episode of J Ride Customs. Welcome to the channel.
Hello folks, welcome to another episode of J Ride Customs. Been busy around here, busy as always. Big old girls on the bend pack here. And on the rotary, we have the deck. It's come a long ways. I've been busy working on this deck. Looks pretty awesome. And it looks just as nice underneath. I even painted underneath. It's all orange underneath there as well. So we're going to go over what I've done and what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Not going to get too crazy into doing anything. I got to go to the city later on this afternoon. So yeah. All right, let's get started. Okay, here we go. We'll start at the back end of the deck here. See, I made a nice little roll pan there. Those are 1960 Pontiac taillights. Pretty darn sweet that I got from the swap meet. And I put my little standoffs here for my ramps. I can just hook on there. Just 2-inch steel flat bar. And the panel itself is 16 gauge steel. And I used my bead roller and the tipping die to get my 90 degree on the top and the bottom. And that's how I did that, an 8-foot piece. I don't have an 8-foot brake, so that's what I had to do. And it looks pretty damn good. I didn't even do any body work to it. I just bead rolled it, shrinked and stretched it because it was going all over the place on me as I was bead rolling it, but I straightened her out with the shrink and stretcher. Pretty darn cool. Turned out way better than I figured. And I made my little end pieces with my little brake I have, and yeah, pretty darn cool. And then I did this in epoxy primer first, and then I scuffed it, and then I put this paint on. This is just single stage paint. I did 2 heavy coats, and this stuff covers beautifully. Really good. And I've got a couple stickers in the mail from Mike over at Desert Rat Fabrication. Nice guy. Pretty cool stickers, Mike. Yep. And you see I got my boards down. They're not down all the way. I still got to anchor a few here and there, and I ran out of hardware, so I got to pick up some more hardware when I go to the city today. These are just rough cut lumber with, this is just like a paint. You can use it for concrete and wood. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. That color of dark gray really breaks up that orange, that pumpkin orange. Yeah, it's beautiful. Turned out really good. Everyone's just impressed with it. I got my tie downs in. Those are anchored right to the chassis. And I got the sides all painted too. That's aluminum, so it took the paint pretty nice. Done. Just about done this deck. And I got my front already bolted on here. I'm just going to touch these screws up with a brush because you don't even see that hardly. and I'm just going to drop it on. Once I get done, we'll see. So here's the truck. There's lots to do on here yet, but she's up in the air, so it's easier to work on. I got to do my wiring to the fuel pump and the gas gauge and to the back of the trailer lights there. And I got to put a crossbar in here. There's a crossbar that goes in here to the other rocker step thing so it doesn't flex. And I also have to do my starter, put that in, my ignition wires. Here you go. I started putting in my transmission lines. I always buy these new ones. These ones off of my favorite store. See, they got to come with 90s and everything. They're beautiful. I put them in everything now. They're just beautiful. Because the ones that come with the truck always seem to leak where the crimping is. So I just put new ones in. Call it a day. There's a few things to do under here. I put that splitter valve in. So now I'm going to do the brake lines. Front to back. This one here had some kind of steel line with some kind of rubber coating. But I tried to flare it with my flaring kit and it just like split like wood. So I'm going to replace it all the way back here to the diff where the splitter is and put a new one in. I use this stuff here. I use this brass copper stuff that I get from my favorite store. And I have this tool, this flaring tool, double flaring tool. Very good. You can do 3/16 and a 1/4 inch double flares with this tool. Yeah, very handy, very handy. If those of you have never used one, these things are sweet. Yeah, that is what I use. Oh yeah, and James from Mechanics, he stopped by yesterday and donated a trans cooler for this unit. Yep. Yeah, so there's a little bit of underbody work to do here. I still gotta hook up the power steering cooler. And there's a hook up my electric fan. Fix a few things here and there. Yeah, see, I got to make my lines from here to the splitter there, or the proportioning valve. That's the word I was looking for. So it goes all the way over to the other side. So yeah, I got some work to do on this guy. Yeah, see, my O2s. I got to hook up my O2s. And yeah, fun, fun, fun. Oh yeah, weld up my exhaust here. I got to weld these up now that it's in the air. I took the catalytic out. And then I got to check my emergency brakes, make sure they work, hook up the cable itself, put a pedal in, put some kind of pedal in. So yeah, there's lots to do here yet. Oh yeah, I got to cut a hole. That's right. I got to cut a, once I put the deck back on, I got to cut a hole in the deck and put my gas filler in. So that's another big thing to do. My wires. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. J-Ride Customs. Very proud of that deck. That is beautiful. The board's twisted a little bit twisted, so I'm gonna have to massage those so they look flat and go flat. But yeah, pretty darn cool. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're not, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.